So for today's video, I want to jump into two very interesting topics regarding the PlayStation 5's price once again, and from the same reliable source we covered yesterday, Daniel Ahmed, just an update from him. Beyond that, we're also going to look into Unreal Engine 5 and how they're targeting 60 frames per second on PlayStation 5. First, let me know if you would rather have 4K 60 or 1080p 120. There's this divide between players favoring visuals over performance or favoring performance over visuals. I'm personally in the line of 4K 60 being enough for me. 4K 30 I can accept in some games, but I don't see the need to run a game at 120 frames per second. But you guys could be different, of course, so comment below if you would rather have 4K 60 or 1080p 120. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, Unreal Engine 5 targeting 60 frames per second on PlayStation 5. So, we got to see the Unreal Engine 5 reveal running on PlayStation 5 back in May, showcasing what could be done on the engine with next-gen platforms. Many people, including myself, were blown away at the sheer amount of detail in the world, finding out that the assets used are actually movie quality, movie level assets. We've heard the idea of blending movie and game. Honestly, there are some games out there that do that movie style setup really well already. Games like Uncharted 4, while obviously not using movie quality assets, could be a movie on their own. But getting back to the main story here, the Unreal Engine 5 reveal that we saw, while impressive, the demo was definitely impressive to look at. It was running at 1440p at 30 frames per second. While that didn't bother me considering what I saw, a lot of people had issue with this because people believe next gen means 4K 60 frames per second as a standard across all games. I personally feel games should at least offer the setting to allow you to switch over between performance and visuals. I've said this multiple times now, but in terms of this demo, it was just a demo that was built around most likely older PlayStation 5 hardware, considering the time frame they gave us when they started building this demo, and the engine is still a year off from release, so they need time to flush the issues out and provide an overall better product, better final product. But in terms of the demo, one of the more impressive things they showcased during the demo was Lumen, the dynamic lighting system, and while it's not called ray tracing, I've heard it is a form of ray tracing, and in regards to that, Epic Games VP Nick Penwarden has confirmed they're targeting 60 frames per second with PS5 and Xbox Series X with Lumen on for Unreal Engine 5. Here's his statement. Lumen is an early ambitious technology and is currently running at a 30 frames per second budget on next-gen consoles. The team is hard at work on optimizing, and we are aiming for a 60 Hz budget on release. Also, while Lumen is great on reflective, rougher objects, we currently do not support mirror reflections on smooth objects. We are also still working on detailed tracing to reduce light leaking and achieve better results in architectural settings. Lastly, we are investigating more options for calling so you can choose where you want to make your trade-offs between quality and performance for your projects. In summary, Lumen is working today on next-gen consoles, has a great feature set, and gives amazing results for runtime dynamic lighting, as you can see here and in other examples of the demo. All in all, we are incredibly excited to see what content creators can achieve with the power unlocked by Nanite and Lumen working in tandem. So it's clear they're still working out the kinks with this engine. 60 frames per second as a target with Lumen on should make a lot of people happy, but there's still the matter of what resolution can you put this on with Lumen at 60 frames per second. You guys let me know if you care about resolution as long as the game hits 60 frames per second. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the second story of the video, PS5 not reaching the $599 pricing level that we've seen in the past with the PlayStation 3. When we first heard about the PlayStation 5 and what it was bringing to the table, a lot of people were putting its price range in the realm of $600, $700, even $800. But realistically, Sony wasn't going to be able to sell consoles with those high prices. Later on, many people moved over and started to think $499 was the max they could go with some people still thinking they could go higher. This is essentially a follow-up to yesterday's video when reporting on some of industry analyst Daniel Ahmed's comment regarding the Bloomberg report. The report, to refresh people's minds, stated that Sony is now looking to double their original order numbers for the PlayStation 5 from 5 to 6 million units made by the end of March 2021 to 10 million units made by the end of the year. Yesterday, Daniel followed up on this topic, providing his own analysis on the matter, and in one part of his Twitter thread, he stated the following: Sony shipped 4.5 million units of the PlayStation 4 in Q4 2013 and 3.0 million PS4s in Q1 2014 for a total of 7.5 million. Sony wants to have 10 million plus PS5s shipped in that same time frame, double what Xbox One shipped in that time frame, 5.1 million. This suggests that Sony are confident in achieving a somewhat affordable price point despite logistics and component scarcity issues. We won't be looking at another $599 console here. Sony is confident that demand at launch will be higher than the PlayStation 4. So this makes sense that Sony is expecting a lot of demand, thus leading us to think they would actually price this console reasonably, considering the PS4 was $399, and that was one of the main reasons why it went off store shelves so quickly in 2013. But it's also nice to hear from someone like Daniel Ahmed that we will probably not be seeing a $599 PlayStation 5. This is looking more and more like $499 is most likely the max pricing, with the possibility of the digital console hitting the $450 or even $399 price range. Let me know if you guys would have been fine forking over $600 for the PlayStation 5 or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with "I'm ready to save." Because if these consoles are going to be priced at possibly $399, $499, that's a lot of money saved for a lot of people who are willing to pay maybe $500, $600 for these consoles, including the Series X and the PlayStation 5. So if you're happy that we're probably going to be saving some money, destroy the comment section with "I'm ready to save," and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.